Namimiss nyo na bang magpapawis sa gym para alamin ang pagbabagong aasahan sa muling pagbubukas ng mga fitness centers at gym sa mga lugar na umiiral ang modified GCQ? Makakausap natin si Anytime Fitness Asia Chief Growth Officer Johannes Radsma. Siya yung founder ng unang Anytime Fitness branch sa Maynila. Mr. Radsma, Johannes, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Good evening, Pia. Thanks for having me.
Yes, well, can we talk about the preparations you've come up with to reopen? There are very four interesting points that you sent in here: containment, cleaning and sanitation, staffing, and club operations. Let's begin with containment.
Yeah, sure. We did a survey amongst a lot of our members to first and foremost understand where they're mentally at in terms of their preparedness to return back to the gym. And the survey returned a positive outlook that there's a lot of people that are excited to return to the gym. But more importantly, what we did in that survey was we were asking all of our members what concerns did they have coming back to the gym and what would make them feel comfortable. So we took that data and we coupled that with the mandates and the guidelines handed down from the government to shape a 60-page document on how we can open in the market safely and responsibly, which is first and foremost our top priority. So, the four areas, we're focusing on, social distancing. We understand that, we are going to only be permissible to operate at 50% capacity. So we are deploying a booking system to make sure we can manage capacity and make sure that we can comply. We're also restructuring our gyms to provide the relevant space and appropriate space for equipment in the areas for stretching and other activities to make sure that we comply with social distancing. And then another important area is, managing the flow of common areas like bathrooms and lobby areas and making sure that we comply. And another important element that we have in place is the safety officer. So that will be the individual in the gym that will be policing and just making sure that our members are respecting and complying with the guidelines that we are handing down and also that the government is handing down. Cleaning and sanitization.
Yeah. Well, Johannes, talk to us. Talk to us, Johannes, about the cleaning and sanitation. Of course, everybody knows, everything is disinfected, the gym itself, offices and computer equipment. But talk to us about the use of the shower. That's going to be prohibited, right?
Yeah, so cleaning and sanitization, very, very important. Members will not be permissible to use the shower. So the closed private rooms will be there for changing and for toilet use only. Sanitization is very important for us. We're doubling down on our service attendants, making sure that alcohol dispensers are in the appropriate and needed areas in the gym. But I think the other thing that came top of mind was the wiping down and the sanitization of equipment. And so making sure that every machine is wiped down and sanitized after every use is very, very important for us.
Yeah, okay. Of course, your staff, you're going to be very careful about staffing.
Correct. That's another element where we've done a survey out to staff to make sure that we understand their mental preparedness to come back to work and also logistically. And also making sure that before they do come back to work, they go through a regimented series of training to make sure that they are ready to comply and deliver the service within the responsible and safe manner.
Okay, club operations. Your members will have to visit, will have to schedule, their visits, right?
That's right. So we have a booking system that's going to allow for members to book ahead of time, and that will allow us to comply to the 50% capacity. Some other things around club operations, I think it's really important to point that, we'll have a very strict no mask, no towel, no workout policy. And so, if people are not prepared to comply to that, then unfortunately, we won't let them into the gym. The other area of operations
All
is
right.
revamping our personal training and group classes services as well. compliant to social distancing and making sure that we can deliver those services safely and responsibly.
Yeah. Tell us the do's and don'ts for your gym.
I think the don'ts is don't lose sight of the fact that we're all in this together, and I think everybody needs to
Hmm.
recognize and practice empathy and respect for their neighbors, and make sure that we can get through this together. And I think that's the first and foremost, don't. And then the do is, making the right decisions. We understand that, there is no vaccine for this disease right now. That's known. But the data and the information that we have and that is broadly known across the world now points towards the fact that the only real defense against this disease right now is the organic and natural immune defense, and that includes making the right decision to eat right, be active, and take care of your mental state. So I think that's the biggest do is make the right decision,
Yeah.
whether it's inside the gym or outside of the
Right.
gym. Make the right decisions.
Right. So there are many new things that people need to get used to when they go to a gym. But I'm sure there is one thing that won't change: the workouts. They're, the workouts and the training. They're going to be just as hard, right?
Yeah, you got to push yourself and challenge yourself. I think that what we recognize in terms of where we're at today is that not everybody is going to feel comfortable coming back to the gym, and there are age groups that are that are not allowed, over 60 and under 21, people that are compromised in their immune system. So what we're approaching now is kind of a hybrid
Hmm.
model where we will deliver the brick and mortar experience in a safe and responsible way, but we're also hyper focused on our digital assets and our digital products to deliver fitness in people's homes as well. So I think that's really important. But yeah, the workout should be,
Hmm.
just as hard. I think that's a key message. Is don't stop pushing yourself. It's the greatest defense against this disease.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's well, so important. Exercise, workout, so important. We need to stay healthy in this pandemic. Johannes Radsma of Anytime Fitness, thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thanks, Pia.